Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Marek coming to you pre-recorded, not live, in the middle of my bunker. And so as you see here, I got this as a gift. This is that infamous thing known as the They Fly Now speeder, or as the box called it, a tread speeder. I don't know what to say about this thing. It's a 6-inch figure. Probably a little smaller than a 6-inch. It is a big vehicle. As you can see, the rider's barely on it, because I can barely get this thing, and it's sort of barely holding together, because this thing is a piece of crap. Overpriced, cheap thing that feels like it was made in a 99-cent store. So, I pretty much got this as a gift, like I said. I am completely surprised that this thing is not falling apart right now as I move it around. But this guy can barely, this guy's barely sitting on it. It comes right off. Got kung fu grip. This is actually not a first order stormtrooper. This is a first order rider, as the box states. There's differences, you see, like that. Like he's got black on his armor. And he's got kung fu grip that I can barely do with one hand. There you go. Look at that. Look at that kung fu grip. A Star Wars figure with kung fu grip. I've not seen this since the early days of Episode 3's figure line. Or like late Episode 2 line of action figures. Or whatever that line was called back in the day. So yeah. The rider's a piece of junk. I've been fiddling around with him since I got him out of the box. His joints, despite looking like they're very cheaply applied, he doesn't feel painted. He doesn't really look painted neither. Probably just cast it in all white, and they just painted little bits. Like look at like there's no dry brushing or anything. I don't think. Just looking at it just feels like pale white. Same goes for the helmet, which looks a little oversized, and see the joints in there and everything like that. It feels very cheap for a Star Wars figure. And it's probably just going to fall apart eventually, so fuck it. I got this as a gift, and I thank the person dearly for giving me, because I could get to dunk on this thing so bad. So here's the infamous speeder on its own without a rider on top. So yeah, it feels as cheap as you can imagine. So, as per usual with these newfound Star Wars vehicles, these guns are made of some sort of rubbery plastic. All the sort of bits that little Billy can jam his eye into are made out of, like, soft rubber plastic, so that they can't do that. Despite these things, also being capable of jamming into a child's eye and, like, ripping it out or whatever the fuck. Still being made. And there we go, there's a problem. The action, as it's called, the collision action, is broken. I have tried everything to trigger it on its own, but no, these things won't stick in there. They're not, like, built for a spring loader. They just come right off, and frankly, I'm very disappointed in that. Honestly, the design of this thing would be decent in terms of, like, if it wasn't a Star Wars vehicle, like, maybe this is, like, G.I. Joe or whatever, like, some sort of advanced snowmobile or whatever the fuck, I don't know. But yeah, and now, obviously, one-sided missile launcher. This thing barely freaking works. Like, there you go, the missile's already popped out trying to push the button. Doesn't work. Because it... just like the... And this is also soft plastic. Like, I remember when they made these in, like, this weird sort of... And you could, like, push this in or whatever. I'm thinking of, like, a different type of figure. But yeah, this is very, very soft, malleable plastic. Oh yeah, Billy can't choke. Billy can't jam his eye into this. No. It won't work. Look at that, look at how it bends and then just immediately goes back. Oh man, I bent it a little bit, but I don't care. So, they fly now, huh? They sure as fucking do fly now. Anyway, I wanted to point out, so as you can see off in the corner there, where's the gun? There's the gun. The gun is actually pretty fine, but it's a piece of junk, so throw it in the pile of garbage that's falling apart. As you can see the corner there, we got some other things. So, remember, Stormtroopers totally fly now. They've never flown before at all. Not one bit. No siree. Not at all. Not one teensy tiny, bit Stormtroopers have never flown in the Star Wars universe at all whatsoever. Am I right, guys? Like, these guys totally look like they can't fly now, right? They cannot, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, these guys totally can fly now, right? Well, no. These guys can fly. So these are all sorts of variations of jet stormtroopers over the years that we've gotten from Hasbro in the past. I'm going to start with one of the... I forget if this guy's like one of the oldest models, but I know this is a remolding. So you know what? I'm going to start with him first because then I'll go on to the Dark Trooper. So this is a Riot Control Stormtrooper, basically Riot Police. This is a... Whoops. He doesn't like to stand up too well, unless he's got like something on his back, or his feet are up. And plus it's hard to pose him with one hand. Once again, I'm very caught up with this. So, yeah, that's a jetpack. He flies, as you can guess. And he's got a big old fucking light-repeating laser cannon, as well as a claw that he grabs people and takes them off to prison. That actually opens and closes. This thing is nice and sturdy. It's a product of its time, based on it's very timeless, it's very like, haha, this looks cool. And this fits into Star Wars, I think. But yeah, this guy totally flies. So, moving on over to... I'm going to talk about him later. So this is a Dark Trooper Phase 3. Now you might be wondering, oh, but Marek, Dark Trooper Phase 3s are all droids, right? Actually... not all of them. There are some subsects that are basically a living soldier in power armor. So yes, that is a trooper who flies now. They fly now. This is a jetpack / jump pack. He can fly. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, as a Disney movie once said. And that Disney movie is Peter Pan. So I'm going to move him over. Let's get another look at this beautiful flying soldier. Like that. I'm just going to move him over. And right over here... we have back since, actually, no, I'm going to move on to going forward with this sort of thing. We've got these guys. This is Imperial Sky Patrol. He flies now, and he actually appeared in a Disney-related product, Star Tours. Yeah, you could see him on the old Star Tours ride. Not the old one, but the one that they replaced it with. Whatever it was called, Star Tours New Adventure. I don't even remember what the hell it's called now. I don't even know if it's still up. I haven't been to Disney World in years. But yeah, this guy flies. He's got a jetpack. He totally flies now. He's a Sky Patrol trooper. Look at that. Am I right? Yeah, look at that. Jetpack. He totally flies. Stormtroopers fly now. They've always flown. They fly now. Now moving on forward in time a little bit more to near the Episode 4. We got these guys, Imperial Jet Troopers. Unfortunately, this guy didn't come with a backpack, but yeah, this is a jet soldier. They fly now, but this guy doesn't. He doesn't have a jetpack, sadly, because for whatever reason, Hasbro didn't package him with a jetpack. Though later releases did have a jetpack, usually the ones in the Force Unleashed Battle Pack. Also, he's very, I gotta clean him up a little bit with some alcohol, or other cleaning supplies. But yeah, look at that. He flies now. Well, he can't fly right now, but he could totally fly in the game that he appears in. He can fly now. Guys, he could totally fly. You see him? Look at him. He flies now. He flies. The Stormtroopers fly. They've always flown. And last but not least, all the way back in Episode 4, we had a Space Trooper. And, oh yeah, the Space Trooper... in Episode 4, which you could see when the Millennium Falcon is going into the Death Star, can fly now. They fly now. They totally fly now. Look at that. They fly now. They fly now. They've always flown. Stormtroopers, always flown. Another look at that very crude jetpack. Look at that gun, that cool-looking laser cannon, blaster, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know what type it is, but it's like some big old blaster, and I like it. So, moving on. So, wait, what are these guys doing? Oh, he's got a jetpack. He's got a backpack. And this guy's got a backpack, too. Oh, no, Scorch fell over. This guy's got a backpack, too. Right? They fly now, right? They got backpacks. They're getting jetpack or whatever the hell, right? They fly now. Okay, focus. Right, they fly now, right? They got backpacks. No. He can't fly. This backpack just supplies power to his big fucking gun. He gets thrown away. Scorched can't fly. No, that backpack's just there to give him detonation packs, extra ammunition for his big ol' frickin' gun cannon thing, the anti-armor. He can't fly, so he goes over there. And this guy is a scuba trooper. Oh wait, they swim now? Yeah, they can swim. They've always swum, they've always flown. Wow. Wow, amazing. It's almost as if there's been something in existence for years that nobody's ever seen. But no, I know what everybody's wondering. But Marek, that was all expanded universe stuff. Expanded universe isn't canon anymore. What are you talking about? Well, guys, hold on. If I could just use this as a prop-up device. I got some stuff from the newer canon that, proves my point. That things always flown, and that they fly now. They've always flown. They fly now. They fly now. They fly now. They fly now. Look at that. Is this a clone trooper with a jetpack? They fly now, it seems. They've always flown. From the Clone Wars TV series from 2009 or whatever the hell year that came out, that I don't care because I really personally just don't care about the show anymore. Yeah, and they fly now. What's this? A battle droid with a jetpack? They fly now? The battle droids can fly now, too. What is this crazy anticipation of the ergonomics and shit? They all fly now. They fly now, of course, because look at this guy. He's got a jetpack, too. A super battle droid with a jetpack. Yes, that's painted on detail. That's supposed to be a jetpack. The battle droids fly now. They all fly now. Stormtroopers, clone troopers, battle droids. They've flown. They fly. They've always flown. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining me for this small retrospect on these They Fly Now soldiers. And I'll see you next time. For tonight, we're doing Fallout 3. So, yeah, remember, as always, guys, they fly now. See ya later. Marek, out.